Hello and welcome to the show. I had a small Audacity issue and only just got it going in time, so I apologise. I've made a small mess of everything. GTA 5. It's a frantic intro, but we're on GTA 5 and I'm now leading the way for some more racing. This race was meant to be filmed back when these cars came out. I had a busy couple of weeks and we weren't quite able to get filming done when the Dominator, and it gets longer every time you say it, GTX was released. So yeah, we were a little bit behind in terms of our, a little bit slow in terms of our covering of new cars, but as per usual, in the true FailRace fashion, new GTA 5 vehicles must be raced around circuits for which they were not particularly designed. Now, there is some dirt and there is some very bumpy roads for the Dominator to deal with here, but it is a very good car. I like the GTX. Oh, that's not a flat-out corner. That's a very, I say decidedly dodgy. That might be a little bit unfair. You've just got to know the amount of speed that you can and, well, in some cases can't get away with. I've overcooked that one big time. Big old spin for me. Oh, that's a big old spin. We've got away with it. Oh, I don't think the pink car's got away with meeting that fence post particularly well. No, they haven't. It's going to be me versus Ray. It's going to be a two-car battle for the lead for a little while. Not the easiest track to overtake around. As you can see, a lot of it is just about one car's width. You've got to be very, very brave. Slipstream catch-up is less effective here. It will still, of course, affect vehicles, but with there being very little in the way of straights, you're near constant cornering, you're going to have less benefit from it. A few interesting kind of little tricks around this circuit. Oh, God, don't want to be getting the back end of the car moving around too much there, because you'll spin or you'll have a silly crash. Don't want to hit the wall on the end. There's a lot of like slightly sticky out walls that if you go ever so slightly offline, you are in a world of pain. You're in a real world of pain. It's getting these transitions onto the dirt correctly is an interesting part. The red car's gone very, very deep on that one, although we'll get an okay drive down here. We're not quite in like full defensive mode yet, although that is going to put us probably into full defensive mode because we clipped the bush, and that, well, that's GTA 5 for you. Bushes are mean. We've learnt this many times before. Bushes are mean, concrete's mean, solid walls are mean, you know, the general stuff. This particular corner, I'm not a fan of trying to jump across the grass because you actually end up upsetting the back of the car quite a lot across that, and you'll probably see a few people try it for the first couple of laps and then decide no, they don't really want the extra hassle of having the back of the car moving around across that grass. Oh, we're going to wiggle and wiggle and wiggle and just about keep the car planted. Like, that's a really fun section. With the way the cars move about across the bumps, you are just on the limit of what the cars can deal with, which makes it fun. You know, driving right at that limit is pretty good fun. The red car is trying to sneak. The red car is trying to sneak his nose alongside, but is not quite able to do it. And this is where we get into the whole, can you find a way past? Can you find a way past around here? Kind of, I'd say it's a little bit like the Monaco of GTA 5. I think there are perhaps a couple of better overtaking spots here. There's a couple of places where it gets wide, but they're just not overtaking spots. Here is actually probably your best overtaking spot if you are really brave, if you get it right. Because then down here, you're going to be flat out the whole way. It's only a small braking zone into the next corner, so trying to judge a pass around here, let's say it's a small braking zone, there's none. There's none really down there, that's just a lifting coast. Maybe a little bit through there, settle the car as you bounce your way up towards yet another turn where I'm going to cover that inside line. This is probably one of your best bets if the car ahead, the car you're trying to pass, makes a mistake like I just did there. It wasn't even a big mistake by me. We just bounced the rear of the car in the air, lost drive. We're now side by side, heading up towards the very, very narrow section. I'm going to have to take a wide line. Oh, well, driven from the red car. It's my turn to now harry the back as someone's got in a lot more trouble. Thankfully, gets out of the way. Yeah. Damn it, that was a silly mistake, just unsettle the car. And that's why I don't really like running across that grass if I can help it, but we're kind of looking now for every advantage. Every little gap that we can potentially go for, we're going to get a very, very big run here. Oh, I tried. Went for it. Didn't work. We got 2 laps. I kind of had to back out of that one when I realised we were sort of flying through. It's a little bit more bumpy than Monaco. Okay, I will say that much. Oh, Red's stuffed it up into a tyre bundle, and that's going to put me back into the lead. Although, okay, Red's actually getting a really, really good run onto that, onto the dirt. I'm kind of taking, that wasn't even me being bounced around that time. Red's just getting a really, really good launch there. Oh, I've got to be very mindful of a cutback. Very, very mindful. Oh, no, my turn to stuff it all up into the wall. Crap. The advantage is when you stuff it up into the wall. I guess that's one big screw up each from us. And oh, someone else has found the post. Yeah, when you stuff it up into the wall here, the chances are you're going to end up blocking the road anyway. So it does. I say keeps the racing interesting. I mean. Yeah, it kind of affects, almost is guaranteed to affect everybody behind you. Is anyone going to, I don't think anyone's going to be brave enough. I don't think you're going to have the grip to try that flat out in these. I think if you did, chances are you'd lose the back end. I've lost the red car. I don't know where it's gone. Red car must have made a mistake because it was definitely with me down towards that start-finish line. Are we going to have a couple of laps of peace, or am I going to clonk it across that grass again? That grass section is not being kind to me. I need to find a better line through all of that. Now, catch-up is going to draw them back, of course, towards me, but catching is one thing, passing is a totally another if I don't do that. I'm so glad I did that on the laps when I didn't have a car directly behind me, because that is how you get overtaken. That is very much how you get overtaken around here. Oh, purple's caused mayhem. No! Oh, dear, it's going to be four of us. Four of us battling for the lead onto the final lap. Oh, that's a solid wall. No. Oh, sorry, Blue. That was my bad. We got stuck on the outside. Oh, it's all gone wrong. It all started with a purple car. Oh, no. We've bobbled, and we've gone. Yeah. It's all gone wrong on the final lap. We've choked it away. Oh, hello, Reese. Oh, Turquoise has pinged into something as well. It's going to be a mad final lap for us. We're right in the thick of the action. Oh, it was such a good battle for the lead. We've thrown it all away here, but there might still be a chance for podium's going to be difficult. Turquoise is in trouble. I might sneak one of them here. Come on, get some drive. This is ridiculous, right? This is a circuit that is incredibly, even by GTA 5 standards, this is a circuit that is incredibly difficult to overtake on. We've got like a triple cutback going on. That was amazing. Well done, everybody. Oh, okay, I might have served Turquoise a little bit. That was me getting a big slipstream. I don't think I've had a slipstream pull up towards that point. I'm very sorry, Turquoise. I've been carboned myself immediately trying to recover from that one. Oh, it was going very well as a final lap, and yeah, I screwed it. Up until then, everything was going so well, and then it really, really wasn't. It was a great race. I came fifth. Not a great finishing position. Not when there's only 9-10 of us. However, the race to that was excellent. I'm slightly annoyed at myself for screwing up that corner in the oil fields. Because otherwise we might have stood a chance at a podium. Maybe even a second place if Reese had made a mistake. I don't think he probably did, so it might have been a little bit too much of a push. But there we go. Yeah. Dominator, great fun around here. Little silly stuff by me. However, yeah. Excellent fun race. So, for our second race, we have got the Tyrant, a very high-speed supercar, tackling an incredibly narrow circuit. Someone's trying to set fire to my front bumper. Apparently, good flamethrowers can be made out of these. Yeah, indeed they can be. We are going to be getting underway at the minute mark, and I'm going to try and have a less messed up end to the race. Start line actually working relatively well there, despite it being a very tight corner. Oh, not worked well into the dirt section though. I just kind of hugged the outside, trying to stay out of trouble as best I could. I mean, I've stayed out of trouble, I've just lost some time. It's alright, it's not the worst start we could have had. It's not the worst start we could have had. Reese is going for the wide line. Reese is going to go 3 wide on the banking. Someone's ending up in trouble. We're all ending up in trouble. We're all a little bit stuck. I'm sorry, Turquoise, I've kind of got to go. Otherwise, I will get run over. I'm going to stop and let you go here. Because otherwise, yeah, I'll get run over in that section. So, That was the better idea there. I will let you back past because I drove into the back of you. I was kind of half expecting there to be a big crash ahead of me that I needed to avoid, and was more focused on the big crash ahead of me than the one that I was slightly causing by nudging a car. I thought it was clear. Oh, I'm not going to go and do that. I'm not going to try and point my nose anywhere near that. We have turned off slipstream for this race. With these cars being considerably faster, getting a sudden slipstream pull around this circuit is deadly. So there isn't slipstream. There is still catch-up, though. Mistakes are easily made around this track. I say mistakes are easily made. Time is easy to make up. Time is easy to lose. Maybe we're better off avoid. I might have just seen how to do that dirt section without making a silly mistake. I think I figured it out. Oh, big wide moment. Oh, no, everybody, I've got tangled up in everybody else's accident there. I was fine. Green ran very deep. Turquoise bailed trying to avoid them, and I had nowhere to go. We've been shuffled back to 7th. Oh, lag as Blinkmobile has caused some issues for purple, and then, you know, by virtue of that, caused some issues for me. I don't think it's my day with these cars, certainly after these first couple of laps. I think the lead might be long gone, unless there is any mistakes or big crashes from those guys up there. I'm not going to sneak around the outside down there. That is asking for trouble. Purple's out very wide. We will be through. We're back up into a 5th place. I spot at least a podium potential. Reese is up there in 3rd. I've still not got that line. Oh, Turquoise is gone. I will say thank you very much for that. Makes my life much easier. I'm still not quite sorted out that alternate line, but I think that is probably where you want to go. I don't know if running maybe deep into that corner and using the banking to help turn you might get you a potential advantage. It seems like a very risky manoeuvre, but sometimes I'm not going to try it intentionally. Oh, also the leaders, I wonder if they've tangled on the dirt section because we've really caught up to them. This might very quickly become a 4-car battle for the lead. Oh, maniac pedestrian on the racetrack. They shouldn't be around here. They could really cause some problem. Reese was absolutely on the limit of grip through that first corner there. That was right as far out wide as you want to be going. Pink is still holding up the red car. As we saw last time out, this is a very difficult track to get overtakes done on. I don't know how I'm going to find a way past Reese if there are no mistakes. If the car ahead defends the inside, or if they run very wide like that, you can get an overtake. I wasn't close enough to have a crack. Don't clonk any of the concrete barriers. Definitely don't torpedo into one of these corners or onto the wooden posts or onto any of the various obstacles. I'm bouncing across the dirt, which isn't normally what I want to be doing, but it's just anywhere you're looking for a line that might get you a advantage. Oh, well saved, Reese. Jeez. Oh, not well saved there, though. Not well saved there. Pink is in a spot of bother. Will sweep around the outside of them for a 2nd place as well. The bumps in this car are dangerous. The bumps in the... Oh, Pink's going to have a big lunge. I was going for that wider approach, and thankfully I saw where they were and bailed out of the... Well, didn't turn in to that. That's the downside of trying to go for that sneaky alternate line. Hey, where are we going? Oh, Reese. God damn it. I would have been okay to recover that one. Reese then ran in very deep, and I got pinged into the scenery. Ping, I think, is going to give that position back. Thank you very much. It's actually really difficult giving positions back if you do screw something up here, because of how kind of narrow a lot of places are. If you get out of the way, Reese is trying to do a front flip. I am happy to actually just lift off of the throttle there. I'm not as brave across that section as everybody else, but that does also mean that I'm not making the same mistakes. You can be flat if you get everything right, if you get the car settled right and everything. However, getting it settled right is very, very difficult. I'm also kind of hugging the... I'm wary now of Pink going for that long-range dive bomb. Whoa, big oversteer moment for my Tyrant there. Oh, there's a white car stuck on a pipe. Thankfully, has cleared the pipe and climbed out of the way. I think the leader is in a relative spot of comfort for now. Catch-up will work to draw us back towards them, but only so much. They've got a big lead with us three, having kind of screwed each other over a little bit. Settled down, car. Oh, we hit a post. We got away with that. We just tagged the back of the car on a post, although we are very, very quick through that section. Yeah, like the way I ended up setting the car up for that section has kind of worked out quite nicely for me. Yeah, Reese is going for that tight line. No one else is braving. And I can't. There's definitely a better way of getting onto that dirt section. There's definitely a better way, but the problem is you take a very, very alternate line. We're going to end up out wide. No! You take a very alternate line and you might get into a lot of grief for doing it with somebody sneaking up your inside. Oh! God damn it, Reese is going to escape away. Oh, don't hit that. That would have been disastrous. I've just held on. Just for dear life held on. That was a big corner cut. That was a bit... Now, it was a little bit unnecessary. I don't actually think you really gain much from doing that. Pink is a big flight. Pink is in the house. I will take my third place back from you. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we are a long way down on second place. Where is that red car? There, red car is running through the dirt section. I wonder if I can get this wider line to work. Yeah, you get a bit of a smoother transition onto the dirt, but it's a longer line, so I don't know whether that will translate over the course of a race to enough time to make it worthwhile. Very difficult to judge. When you're racing around in these sort of circuits, little things like that, very difficult to judge the outcome, because a lot of other things can go on that will affect your lap time quite majorly when you have, you know, the sort of bumps and jumps and crests and so on that we have to deal with here, or big silly oversteery moments like that one. I really don't like this section. I really don't trust the car. If you get it right, it's incredibly rewarding. It's a brilliantly rewarding section when you get it right. Oh, Reese is in a bunch of trouble. Reese is, well, blocked the road a little bit, was snuck past. Yeah, even when you know, not intentionally, even when just things go wrong, you end up in a world of trouble and you just block the entire track. Very, very Monaco-esque, I think, is what I shall call this circuit. Now, I don't know how many laps we've got left to try and hold on. We've got to cover all of those insides, make sure there are no gaps for somebody to be sneaking back past. Thankfully, I think Reese might have actually fallen a little bit further back. Might not manage to get recovered as quickly as I kind of thought he was. It's just a mad, frantic race, this one. Especially, like, the Dominators are great around here. Dominators are very, very good fun. When you go up to cars this fast, it then just becomes absolutely bonkers. It's just constant... It's constant busy work around here. There is not really ever a sort of point to let off. There's never a rest around this circuit, especially not if bloody lampposts are going to be chucked at you. Yeah, that's definitely a quicker way, I think, of getting onto the dirt. Although I got struggled to get speed going down here, annoyingly. Oh, black car ran very, very deep. They are a lap down. I'm hoping either they'll be fast enough to stay ahead of us clearly, which they're not quite, or they will pull over and let us through, or they can have a big wobble, and I'll have a big wobble in sympathy. Oh, Turquoise is trying to sneak underneath. This is a little bit sketchy now. This is a little bit sketchy, because this is the run to the line. We've got a very good run across here. We've pinged the black car into orbit. Oh, we're just going to do it. Turquoise nearly got us. That was a interesting final lap. How close was that? Yeah, basically 0.2 of a second separated me and the blue turquoisey coloured car. Reese ended up falling all the way to 6th. He must have got in a massive amount of trouble somewhere. Yeah, I was being careful when it came to that jump down towards the line. I was being careful, but I didn't get into trouble at any point on that jump down towards the line. I think it was worth it in the end. Kind of lost a little bit too much time early on. There's only so much you can do trying to recover. However, that's a mad, frantic race in the supercars. Quite good fun. I think the Dominators perhaps were my favourite of the two cars, but still had fun with the full-on supercar. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.